Hello, good evening. Welcome. A rather belated return of the Tuesday night quiz. If you're out there, let us know who's there on the chat, obviously. Hello, Richard. Hello, June. No, there's any about the Caribbean tonight, June. We're looking boy with all the photos and things. So it's nice little change. Brilliant, mate, brilliant. All right, kid. Happy birthday. Now, Eddie's about 170 the day, I think. No pirates, Richard. There was one pretendy one, Jack Sparrow, outside one of the ports, but other than that, actually, when you're cruising the sea, there's absolutely nothing. There's sea, and that's it. But like hours and hours. Evening, Stephen and Jeanette. And a woof for cotton. Let's see, we've got Stephen, we've got Eddie, we've got June, we've got Richard. Oh dear. Anybody else experiencing any problems with sound or vision? June's apparently lost the sound. Hi, Dawn. Lovely to hear from you, my dear. Richard in here, okay. Steve's got no problems. Give it a couple of seconds, see if June can get the line back. Evening, Stacey. I've got a full house tonight. 6 teams. That is okay. So can you hear okay now, June? On the telly. I'll give you a quick rundown of the subjects first. Tonight, you've got general knowledge, words, pop, geography, sport, TV, history, films, murders and assassinations, and pubs and drinks. How's that? Nice little selection there. All right. As long as you can hear, June, we'll crack on, okay? Right, we'll start with question 1 on general knowledge. Best of luck, everybody. Question 1. Which famous English seafarer was born in 1540? Was it Sir Francis Drake or Sir Walter Raleigh? Which famous English seafarer was born in 1540? 1540. Was it Sir Francis Drake or Sir Walter Raleigh? Question 2. What was the nickname of boxer Joe Louis? What was the nickname of boxer Joe Louis? Excuse me. Question 3. Which character who first appeared in a 1712 pamphlet by John Arbuthnot is the personification of England? Which character first appeared in a 1712 pamphlet by John Arbuthnot is the personification of England? Excuse me. Question 4. Who was the author of the Winnie the Pooh stories? Who was the author of the Winnie the Pooh stories? And question 5. What is the title of the 1977 #1 hit that contained these lyrics? All through my wild days, my mad existence. All through my wild days, my mad existence. 1977 #1. What was the title? Excuse me. Oh, dear me. You saw all this cool there, you know. Anyway. Question 2 was on words. First part. What word can go after friend, flag, and hard to make 3 new words? What word can go after friend, flag, and hard? Oh, dear me. Question 2. What word can go before, this is going before, case, tube, and cricket? What word can go before case, tube, and cricket? To make 3 new words, obviously. Same word creates 3 different new words. Question 3. What word can go after ear, hot, and pot? Ear, hot, and pot. Question 4. What word can go before fingers, hook, and tank? What word can go before fingers, hook, and tank? I'll tell you, they're all 4-letter answers. The fifth one is 5 letters. What word can go after waste, news, and wall? What word can go after waste, news, and wall? When you've got all the answers down, your senders are ready. And when we're all ready, we'll go through the answers. June's ready. Stacey ready. He thinks. Stephen ready. Richard's ready. We've got Eddie and Dawn. It'll be the usual communication thing with Eddie, like. Only make the just know the answer. There's Eddie ready. Just waiting on Dawn, I think. There's Dawn. Double ready, Dawn. Okay, the answers. Question 1. The English seafarer born in 1540 was Sir Francis Drake. There wasn't much in it, to be fair. There was only a couple of years between them. Nickname of boxer Joe Louis. He was the Brown Bomber. The character who is the personification of England was John Bull. Author of the Winnie Pooh stories, A.A. Milne. And All Through My Wild Days, My Mad Existence. Lyrics from Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. No one for Julie Covington. Words. What word can go after friend, flag, and hard? That's ship, friendship, flagship, hardship. What word can go before case, tube, and cricket? It's test, test case, test tube, test cricket. What word can go after ear, hot, and pot? It's shot, ear shot, hot shot, and pot shot. What word can go before fingers, hook, and tank? It's fish, fish fingers, fish hook, fish tank. And what word can go after waste, news, and wall? That's paper, waste paper, newspaper, and wallpaper. When you got your scores, send them through. Four all together, Stacey. Dawn is 8. Eddie 9. Richard 7. Stephen 8. And June 9. Oh, what a bad first round for you, Stacey. Anyhow, we'll go into round 2 with Eddie and June in the lead on 9 points each. Stephen and Dawn on 8. Richard on 7. And Stacey on 4. Yeah, you must be a little bit out of practice, Stacey. Save these questions to you any better. We'll start with question 3 on pop music. Elton John. Elton John. All 5 parts. Between his heydays of 1970 and 1973, Elton John had 7 solo top 10 hits. Name any 5. Between 1970 and 1973, Elton John had 7 solo top 10 hits. Name any 5. Name 5 early Elton John songs, and you're going to be there or thereabouts. Give you a little bit of time to think about that one. Okay, I'll give you question 4, which is on geography. Rivers. Rivers. Question 1. On which river does Vienna stand? Is it the Danube or the Tiber? Which river does the city of Vienna stand? The Danube or the Tiber? So neither or around this one, so if you don't know the right answer, you've got a 50-50 guess. Question 2. The Rio Grande forms part of the boundary between the US and which other country? Is it Canada or Mexico? Rio Grande forms part of the boundary between the US and which other country? Canada or Mexico? Question 3. Which river has the largest delta? The Nile or the Ganges? Which river has the largest delta? The Nile or the Ganges? Excuse me. Question 4. The Murray River is the longest river in which country? Australia or New Zealand? The Murray, M-U-R-R-A-Y, the Murray River is the longest river in which country? Australia or New Zealand? Question 5. 2 rivers meet at Khartoum to make the Nile. What are they? Are they the Red Nile and the White Nile? Or the Blue Nile and the White Nile? to come together at Khartoum to make what we commonly know as the Nile, the River Nile. But are they the Red Nile and the White Nile, or the Blue Nile and the White Nile? That's all your questions for these 2 rounds. When you're ready, senders are ready. I understand if you need a little bit of time for that pop one, because you need to try and think of 5 different answers. Oh, Stacey's ready, June's ready, Dawn's ready, Richard's ready. We've got some big Elton John fans here. Stephen's ready. He's waiting for ready. Are you ready? We'll assume Eddie's ready and it's just a communication thing. And if he hasn't got the answers down by now, then he's had his time. Question 3 was pop music. Elton John, 7 solo top 10 hits between 1970 and 73. Any 5 from Your Song, Rocket Man, Crocodile Rock, Daniel, Saturday Night, brackets all right for fighting, close brackets, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and Step Into Christmas. Any 5 from those 7. Your Song, Rocket Man, Crocodile Rock, Daniel, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and Step Into Christmas. And geography, the River Vienna stands on the River Danube. Rio Grande forms part of the boundary between the US and Mexico. Which river has the largest delta, the Nile or the Ganges? It's the Ganges. The River Murray is the longest river in Australia. Excuse me. And the 2 rivers that meet at Khartoum to make the Nile are the Blue Nile and the White Nile. It's the blue and the white. There's no red Nile, just the blue white Nile and the white Nile. When you're ready, yes, goes on the chat and we'll see how we stand. Dawn 9, cracking Dawn, that's 17 in total. Stacey 7, that's a bit better, mate. Up to 11. Richard 7 is 14. Just got a text. I've got a funny feeling might be from already because I didn't get her ready there. All right. Eddie logging off and back on because he lost us, but they got 9 in the last 2 rounds. So that's 18 for Eddie. Send us a message when you're ready, kid. June got 8, 17. And Stephen got 8 is 16. So got Eddie in the lead on 18. June 17. Dawn 17. Stephen 16. Richard 14 and Stacey 11. There's our kid back. Okay, we'll crack on question 5. Just in time, kids. Sport. Horse racing. Horse racing. I don't think you need any particular knowledge for this, really. They're fairly standard horse racing questions, if you know a little bit about it. Question 1. What date do all racehorses in the Northern Hemisphere celebrate their birthday? What date do all racehorses in the Northern Hemisphere celebrate their birthday? Question 2. What is the name of the only racehorse to win the Grand National 3 times? It's the name of the only racehorse to win the Grand National 3 times. Question 3. How many horses start the Grand National at Aintree? That's the maximum number of runners you can have in the Grand National at Aintree. It's generally full to capacity. It could go below, or it can't go above. How many runners? Question 4. In which country is the racetrack Churchill Downs? In which country is the racetrack Churchill Downs? And question 5. What do you call a race where horses have to carry a weight based on past performances? What do you call a race where horses have to carry a weight based on past performances? Okay, question 6 is on TV. Sitcoms, situation comedies, sitcoms. Which TV sitcoms were set in the following locations? I'll also give you the name of one of the stars of that sitcom, just as a further clue. Okay, what's the name of the sitcoms that were set in the following locations? And I'll give you the name of one of the stars. My one, the sitcom was based in Maplin's Holiday Camp and starred Ruth Maddock, amongst others. Maplin's Holiday Camp and Ruth Maddock. What's the name of the sitcom? Number 2, which sitcom was set in Grace Brothers Department Store and starred John Inman? Grace Brothers Department Store and starred John Inman. Excuse me. 3, which sitcom was set in Whitbury Newtown Leisure Centre and starred Chris Barry? Which sitcom was set in Whitbury Newtown Leisure Centre and starred Chris Barry? Question 4, which sitcom was set in Bayview Retirement Home and starred Stephanie Cole? Bayview Retirement Home starred Stephanie Cole. C-O-L-E. And 5, which sitcom was set in the town of Royston Vasey and starred Steve Pemberton? Royston Vasey and Steve Pemberton. It's R-O-Y-S-T-O-N, Royston and Vasey, V-A-S-E-Y. When you've got your answers down, send us a ready through. And we'll go through them. Stacey ready, Richard ready, June ready. Dawn ready. Eddie ready. Just waiting to steal in this thing. Yes. Okay, your answers. Sport, horse racing. What date do all racehorses in the Northern Hemisphere celebrate their birthday? It's on the 1st of January. 1st of January is the official birthday. The name of the only racehorse to win the Grand National 3 times was Red Rum. How many horses start the Grand National at Aintree? It's normally up to the maximum, and the maximum is 40. 40. Question 4. In which country is the racetrack Churchill Downs? That's in the USA. And what do you call a race where horses have to carry a weight based on past performances? That's a handicap race. Excuse me. The TV sitcom set in Maplin's holiday camp and starred Ruth Maddock. That was Heidi High. Grace Brothers Department Store starred John Inman. That was Are You Being Served? Witchbury Newtown Leisure Centre starred Chris Barry. That was the excellent The Britas Empire. Bayview Retirement Home starred Stephanie Cole. It was Waiting for God. And the town of Royston Vesey, and starred Steve Pemberton, is The League of Gentlemen. The League of Gentlemen. Weird and wonderful program there is too. You know where they got the name Royston Vesey from? It's actually Chubby Brown's real name. His actual name is Roy, or Royston. Okay, June got 7. That's 24. Eddie got 8. That's 26. Dawn, another 9. Excellent. 26. Stacey, 9. That's better, Stacey. Total 20. Richard, 8. It's 22. And Stephen, 9. 25. There you go. All couch potatoes. You see all these telly addicts. Okay, question 7 is on history. Oh, sorry, our leaders now are still Eddie and Dawn, both on 26. Stephen on 25, June on 24, Richard on 22, and Stacey on 20. Okay, question 7 is history. First part, which famous battle is depicted in the Bayeux Tapestry? Which famous battle is depicted in the Bayeux Tapestry? Question 2. What controversial structure went up in 1961 and came down in 1990? What controversial structure went up in 1961 and came down in 1990? Question 3. Which London landmark marks the starting point for the Great Fire of London? Which London landmark marks the starting point for the Great Fire of London? Question 4. What name or title was given to the heir to the throne, to the French throne, from 1350 to 1830? What name or title was given to the heir to the French throne from 1350 to 1830? 10 to 2, 6. That's not long, really, is it? And question 5. Which Italian island was the first place of exile of Napoleon I of France? Which Italian island was the first place of exile of Napoleon I of France? Napoleon Bonaparte. Question is on films. Recurring theme, Bond films. Bond films. All 5 parts. There have been 7 official Bond films with one-word titles. Name any 5. 7 Bond films with one-word titles. Name 5. And when you've got your answers down, send us a ready. Must be taking a bit of thinking about. There's Richard ready. Eddie's ready. June's ready. Dawn's ready. And Stacy and Stephen. There's Stephen ready. Just waiting on Stacy. There's Stacy ready. Okay, question 7 on history. The battle depicted in the Bayeux Tapestry is the Battle of Hastings. Controversial structure that went up in 61 and came down in 1990 was the Berlin Wall. The London landmark that marks the starting point for the Great Fire of London is the Monument. Name or title given to the heir to the French throne from 1350 to 1830 That was the Dauphin, Dauphin, the Dauphin. And the Italian island that was the first place of exile of Napoleon I of France was Elba. Able was I ere I saw Elba. And the films, 7 Bond films with one-word titles. Any 5 from Goldfinger, Thunderball, Moonraker, Octopussy, GoldenEye, Skyfall, and Spectre. Goldfinger, Thunderball, Moonraker, Octopussy, GoldenEye, Skyfall, and Spectre. Let's have your scores. 39, 35. Stephen, 7, 32. Richard, 8, 30. Stacey, 7, 27. Dawn, 8, 36. No, 34. 34. It's my arithmetic. What about June? No, there's June, 9, 33. And scores there. That gives you Eddie in the lead on 35. Dawn on 34. June on 33. Stephen on 32. Richard on 30. And Stacey on 27. And all nice and close there. With just 2 rounds to go. Eddie's the one to catch, yeah. Right, question 9 is on murders and assassinations. Murders and assassinations. Question 1. Who was assassinated in Dallas on the 22nd of November, 1963? Who was assassinated in Dallas on the 22nd of November, 1963? Question 2. In what district of East London did Jack the Ripper prey on women? In what district of East London did Jack the Ripper prey on women? Question 3. Who allegedly had 7 members of a rival gang killed on St. Valentine's Day, 1929? Known as the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. But who allegedly had 7 members of a rival gang killed on St. Valentine's Day, 1929? Question 4. Who was the last woman to be executed in England? Who was the last woman to be executed in England? And 5. Which model and wife of film director Roman Polanski was murdered by members of the Charles Manson family in 1979? Which model and wife of film director Roman Polanski was murdered by members of the Charles Manson family in 1969? Excuse me. And question 10 on pubs and drink. Pubs and drinks. These are basically true or false questions. So this will sort the wheat from the chaff, or just the lucky from the unlucky. True or false? Question 1. The pub featured in the sitcom Only Fools and Horses is called the Nag's Head. True or false? Pub featured in the sitcom Only Fools and Horses is called the Nag's Head. True or false? Question 2. The original sailor's daily ration of beer was 1 gallon. The original sailor's daily ration of beer was 1 gallon. True or false? False or true? Number 3. The Black Sheep Brewery is located in Lancashire. True or false? The Black Sheep Brewery is located in Lancashire. Question 4. A bar billiards table has 9 holes. A bar billiards table has 9 holes. True or false? Used to play bar billiards a few years back. Well, a good few years back. And the Key Club in Heaven. Remember that, anybody? The Key Club. And question 5. The first Wetherspoons pub opened in 1981. True or false? The first Wetherspoon pub opened in 1981. True or false? False or true? We got your answers down. Senders are ready. Stacey ready. June ready. Richard ready. Dawn ready. Stephen ready. Stephen ready. We were waiting on Eddie. I was watching an old Only Fools and Horses the other night. It was when Del Boy first met Raquel. They met in a railway station. He's carrying a bouquet of flowers. And Raquel says, this reminds me of Brief Encounter. It was my favourite film. And Del says, yeah, it was mine as well. I loved the bit when the aircraft came down from the sky. I think that was Close Encounter. Anyway, Eddie's ready. The murders and assassinations. Who was assassinated in Dallas in November 1963? That was John F. Kennedy. Jack the Ripper operated in Whitechapel in London. Who allegedly had 7 members of a rival gang killed on St. Valentine's Day in 1929. That was Al Capone. He was never convicted. Put into jail on tax evasion charges. Actually. Who was the last woman to be executed in England? That was Ruth Ellis. Late 60s, I believe. And the model and wife of film director Roman Polanski, murdered by the Manson family in 1969. She was Sharon Tate. Pubs and drinks, Only Fools and Horses, the Nag's Head is, of course, true. The original sailor's daily ration of beer was 1 gallon. That was true. The Black Sheep Brewery is located in Lancashire. That's false. It's in North Yorkshire. The bar billiards table has 9 holes. That's true. The first Wetherspoon pub opened in 1981. It's false. It was actually 1979, 2 years ago. So that's all your answers. Send your scores through and we'll see where we stand, who the winner is. Stacey has 7, that's 34. Dawn has 9, that's 43. Eddie 6, 41. Bad round for Eddie there. Oh, June got 6, 39. Richard 7, 37. And Stephen 9, 41. So it's all close, but we have on 43, your winner is Dawn, with Stephen and Eddie close behind on 41, and June on 39, Richard on 37, Stacey on 34. Well done, Dawn. Hope everybody enjoyed that, and hopefully we're all back to normal. And I'll be back with you next Tuesday at 7:30. Take care. No problem. Thanks for viewing, Richard. Thanks everybody for viewing. Excellent. Thank you very much, Dawn. Okay, well done, everybody. Look after yourselves. See you next week. Goodbye now.